Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you very much for joining today. Wanted to
Hare
seek
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. I want to seek the blessings of Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Madhav, Krishna Balaram, Bal Gopal, Gauranitai, Srila Prabhupada, and the assembled devotees. So we're continuing with the looking at the holy places around Bharat. So we've done many now. At least we've covered all the places, more or less all the places that we are going to tour in August, September. So now we wanted to look at the other places in Bharat, which are regarded as holy places. And we'll do them in alphabetical order. So there won't be any structure apart from the name. So Amarnath, we can start with Amarnath. As you can see, Amarnath is a pretty cold place up in the mountains. Amarnath is considered to be one of the major Hindu dhams. The holy cave is the abode of Lord Shiva. I don't know if anybody here has been to Amarnath. I have met many devotees who've been to Amarnath, I must admit. Lord Shiva is the principal deity that is worshipped there. And the holy cave is the abode of Lord Shiva. The guardian of the absolute, Lord Shiva, the destroyer, is enshrined in the form of an ice linga in this cave. Why does it say the guardian of the absolute? Well, it's a position that's been given to him by Krishna, because he guards a lot of the holy places, like in Mathura and Vrindavan. He's the guardian of those holy places. So this is one of the reasons why he's called here the guardian of the absolute. Of course, the absolute needs no guardian, but Lord Shiva is such an amazing personality that he's accepted as the guardian of the absolute. This linga is formed naturally, which is believed to wax and wane with the moon. Situated in a narrow gorge at the farther end of Lidhar Valley, Amarnath Shrine stands at 3.888 meters. That's high. That's quite high. 46 kilometers from Pahalgam and 14 kilometers from Baltam. Though the original pilgrimage subscribes that the yatra or the tour or the journey be undertaken from Srinagar, the most common practice is to begin journey at Chandanvari and cover the distance to Amarnath Ji and back in 5 days. Pahalgam is 96 kilometers from Srinagar. So it's obviously quite a trek to even get there, to Amarnath Ji. The cave is quite large. Its entrance is about 40 yards horizontally, and in height it is about 75 feet, and is sloping 80 feet deep down inside the mountain. So it's a huge cave. In the cave is an ice lingam, Shivling ice lingam, of about 5 feet high. That's huge. And at the top, it forms a cone. This obviously symbolizes Lord Shiva, and to the left of the Shivling is a small ice block which stands for Lord Ganesh. And to the left of the latter, Ganesh, is a small ice formation representing goddess Parvati. These ice formations are formed during the summer days and wax and wane along with the moon. Wax and wane, that presumably means they increase and reduce according to the moon. On the full moon days, they are complete in form, whereas on moonless days, they all together vanish. Very interesting. So this is Amarnath. So this is the entrance to the cave, I presume, or that's the entrance to the cave. It's high up, So there's snow and cold as well. Yes, Praveen?
Is it, sorry, yeah, oh yeah, it is on mute. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice, interesting about Amarnath. I just wanted to ask you, are the both the pictures same or different? Because in one it's showing the snow, in another it's not showing the snow.
True. It's difficult to tell if they're the same or not. Let's just have a look at.
Because then you can walk in. And in the first one is got snow, then you can't walk in, you just stand outside and you do the darshan. Is that right?
Well, yeah. I think it's probably closed in the winter anyway. Can you see my screen and the pictures? Can you see loads of pictures? No?
No, I only see 2 pictures.
Okay, let's have a look. Let me show you what it shows in the internet. So this is the internet. Yeah. So yeah, it probably is. You're right. I think this is probably during the winter time, and nobody will be there during the winter time because it's quite far up. There, look at this. Look at the queue. This is the queue to get in.
It's in summer it open.
Somewhere
winter is closed.
Yeah, I think it will be closed.
Yeah, and it is telling the same here, Amarnath temple, and here says Amarnath cave.
Yeah. And the cave is in the temple. So,
cave is in the temple. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So that's Amarnath ji. Worth a visit at some point in our lives, if possible, to get there. Then Ayodhya. Ayodhya is in UP, the birthplace of Lord Ramachandra. And this is Ayodhya here. And I presume this is the banks of the Saryu River. Ayodhya is a city situated on the banks of the holy river Saryu. In Uttar Pradesh, Ayodhya, also known as Saket, is an ancient city of Bharat, is the birthplace of Ram, and the setting of the great epic Ramayana. Ayodhya used to be the capital of the ancient Koshal kingdom. It has an average elevation of 93 meters, 305 feet. Owing to the belief as the birthplace of Ram, Ayodhya, Avadhpuri, has been regarded as first one of the 7 most important pilgrimage sites, Moksha Dayini, Saptpuris for Hindus. So Ayodhya is a phenomenal place. There's so many wonderful places to visit within Ayodhya, which remind us of the pastimes of Sita and Ram and other devotees as well. The early Buddhist and Jain canonical texts mention that the religious leaders Gautam Buddha and Mahavir visited and lived in the city. The Jain texts also describe it as the birthplace of 5 Tirthankars, namely Rishabhnath, Ajitanath, Abhinandanath, Sumantinath, and Anantanath are and associate it with the legendary Bharat Chakravarti. From the Gupta period onwards, several sources mention Ayodhya and Saket as the name of the same city. So here, there are some huge mahals, huge palaces, mahals. And you can visit these. I remember we visited some of the palaces, and there still is some of the glory is still there, which is attached to these places. I remember also visiting the Valmiki Ashram in Ayodhya, which is, it feeds thousands of pilgrims every single day. And I remember their cooking pans are absolutely humongous. You could sit in the pan, you could stand in the pan. In fact, you would have to stand in the pan to wash it. It's these pans were huge. They would cook tons of food every day and distribute every day. And I remember the rotis, they were huge. They used to make them, they were like this size. And I couldn't even finish half a roti, let alone a whole one. But that's so many sadhus eating like 2 or 3 chapatis. Amazing. And they had a fantastic service mood. They would really go out of their way to serve the pilgrims. So in Ayodhya, there are many sort of temples. In fact, the main Janambhumi, until recently, was covered by a mosque. But since then, the mosque has been removed. And they're in the process of building a wonderful Ram temple there. So this is going to be a really glorious occasion. I think it's going to be ready within the next 1 or 2 years. So that's really good news for Vaishnavas and devotees of Lord Ramachandra. When we went there, there was a huge amount of security because of the tensions that were there. And to have darshan of the deity, they had so many barriers that you'd had to cross in order to get anywhere close. And it would take hours to reach, to have darshan. So I think the temple is, I think that they've already decided the deities, and they're going to be made from huge black stones, I believe. So that's going to be really very interesting to see how they do that. So a lot of devotion and a lot of respect is given to Ayodhya, and principally because it is the birthplace of Ram, and Ram is regarded to be one of the greatest avatars. Maryada and Purushottam is regarded as one of the most powerful incarnations of Krishna. Anybody been to Ayodhya from here? Sitaram, you must have been to Ayodhya.
I have been, Prabhu.
Ah, you have. Okay, so
yes.
Anything you'd like to share?
Yes, Prabhu. I also had been twice, I think, with my friends. Maitreya and others, Parshuram, I think.
Very good.
We had been there. And we are preparing to go maybe this year or next year.
Right. Anything you'd like to share from your visit?
No, Prabhu, I don't remember.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Karuna, anything you'd like to share?
Yes, just as you said, the security is really very tight. Even they didn't allow tissue paper in our pockets. So really incredible. Yeah, we had to just leave everything behind in lockers, and then we had to move through wires, gated type of corridors. It was really incredible. And yeah, it's like a serpent corridors, and then we come to a very small shrine where it is said to be the birthplace of Shri Ram Bhagwan. And then I saw, we went to, the guide would take us to a place where there were carving columns that would be in the temples, in the new temple for Shri Ramji.
Yes.
So yeah, and it was a huge site, and they were carving. And then we asked them, but what will happen if the court doesn't approve the construction of the temple? But everyone there was saying, no, it will be approved. One day or the other, it will be approved. So we are preparing for the wonderful temple that will be for the Lord Shri Ram.
Yeah.
So
you are right,
by the grace of Maharaj and by the grace of Shri Prabhupada, we give a donation and we say that, okay, so let's pray together for the temple construction in the future. So it was really nice that when we heard that, yeah, okay, that now the temple will be under construction. So yeah, it's a faith. It's wonderful seeing all these. We met a sage also over there that he has been doing tapasya, or he wasn't eating. I don't remember so much, or was eating only once a day, but he was doing very austere sacrifice that he was praying for the temple to be constructed. Yeah, and he was very old. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
there's some.
wonderful when you see these devotees. They are really firm. Their conviction. It's amazing that whatever they were doing, they said no. One day it will be under construction. It will be there. Yeah, it was so nice meeting these devotees.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Yes. Sitaram Prabhu.
Yes, Mataji is very right. I had also been there. People, those people are very dangerous. They can rob your money or whatever bags you have. You better leave it somewhere. That is very good. Okay, Haribol Prabhu.
Thank you. Yes. They have good facilities to lock your valuables away, like tissue paper.
But it's also that the army is over there. So on the side of Ram Janam Bhoomi, so army is over there. So it's very, very strict thing going on. It's a very secured place.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, for sure. Yeah, it is a secure place. And I remember there was an army base as well in Faridabad. Is it Faridabad? Or something like that. It's about 6 miles away from Ayodhya, where the train station is, and then you take a taxi to Ayodhya. So yeah, there's a whole army base just there, and it's a very, very good security. I remember seeing the temple carvings as well, and I was amazed how they have so much faith that we will, get the permission, and we will, we'll construct it within a matter of a couple of years. And I was thinking, no way, take your time. But,
it has come true.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, good.
Yeah.
It's worth visiting. Definitely. I think maybe one or 2 years after it opens, we should go there. I think if we go there too early, it'd be just too many pilgrims, too many devotees there. It'd be hard. This enthusiasm is great.
Yeah, we have to go and have darshan of these wonderful shilas that the Lordship will be carved into. So
yeah,
we have to have darshan of these.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. We're looking forward to that. Yes,
yeah. Yes, thank you for sharing, Mataji, your experience. Just wanted to ask you that you said you will go 2 years after, but is it busy all round here, or you can get a quiet time there in any month of the year? There's not many people there.
Yeah. December is usually quiet. That's when we have been there. December is reasonably quiet. But because of the new temple, I think it will be busy. When that opens, it'll be busy throughout the year.
Throughout the year, yeah, okay. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to go when it's very quiet, and then you can do a proper darshan. But sometimes too many people, then you only have a few minutes and just come out from the line.
Yeah, I don't think they give you much time anyway, but yes, I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. And then we have Badrinath. The Badrinath is one of the Char Dham in the north, near the Himalayas. So this is the main temple of it. And you can see that the backdrop is the Himalayas, actually, mountain range. This is an amazing temple. Amongst the 4 holy dhams, Badrinath is famous for its temple dedicated to Lord Vishnu. So the other 3 are Gangotri, Yamunotri, and Kedarnath. So this is the 4 dhams which are in the north near the Himalayas. Char Dham, they call it Char Dham. And Char Dham Yatra can take between 10 to 2 weeks, or 10 days to 2 weeks rather. Even less if you really rush around. But it's a yatra that, again, is worth doing at least once in one's life. And Badrinath, you don't have to climb. Kedarnath and also Yamunotri, there's long distances to climb. But Badrinath and Gangotri, you can drive. You can drive to the places. It's a lot easier. Situated along the banks of the Alkananda River in Uttarakhand, Badrinath has a very peaceful and idyllic vibe throughout the city. From great tasting vegetarian food to long trails covered with snow, Badrinath is a place you must definitely visit for an experience of a lifetime. It was one beautiful experience, I must say. Badrinath is a very serene place, amazing place actually. Located at an elevation of almost 10,000 feet above sea level. The breathtaking city of Badrinath lies between the Nar and Narayan mountain range in the Chamoli district of Uttarakhand. This popular pilgrim destination attracts thousands of tourists every year. While some of these pilgrims are pilgrims, others are tourists who wish to explore the city. It is also one of the most scenic places in the state, surrounded by several gushing rivers and snow-capped mountains on all sides. Other than the famous Badrinath temple, where they have the deity of Lord Vishnu, the city has many places which one can definitely visit while on a holiday here. One such place is Tapt Kund. It is a natural thermal spring wherein the water has medicinal properties. You can visit Nilkant, a place which is covered with snow all year round. The Nanda Devi National Park is also located here in Badrinath, where you can catch a glimpse of several rare and exotic flora and fauna. You can also visit Mana, located at the Indo-China border, and enjoy a cup of tea at the last tea shop there, because we take our own tea, which is decaffeinated. But it's funny, they have this shop, which is exactly called this, the last tea shop, or something like that. Fascinating place. Some of the activities which travelers can enjoy in Badrinath are skiing, trekking, camping, amongst others. You can also trek to the base of the Nilkant peak, which is said to receive the first rays of the sun every day at dawn and offer a splendid backdrop to Badrinath temple. So I also remember that they have the different gufas, caves, and one such cave belonged to Vyasdev, Vyas Gufa. And they have in that Vyas Gufa, this is where Vyasdev wrote or spoke the Vedas and the Bhagavatam to Ganpati. So that is there in Badrinath. There is a cave where you can visit, and they have, I think, the deity of Vyasdev and Ganpati there. So that is a very interesting place. We'll seek the blessings of Vyasdev to understand what he has written, so that we can become more and more devoted to Sri Krishna. So Badrinath is a very fascinating place, and the highlight is definitely this temple here. It's situated on the banks of the Alkananda, and it's really truly a gorgeous, well-maintained temple. Anybody been there? Karuna, you been there?
Yes, Prabhu.
Good. Anything you'd like to share?
We've been there in 2007, so our daughters were quite young at that age. So we didn't visit the caves, but we pay obeisances far from, and then we seek blessings from Vyasdev and Ganeshdev. So it was good going there because we didn't have to do the trekking like we did for Kedarnath.
Oh, yeah.
So it was easier to reach there.
Yes.
And it was so cold at night.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, very cold.
Yeah.
But during the day, it's good.
Yeah. All these places.
But the darshan was only 1 minute, maybe.
Yes. Yes.
And then there also there was army people, so it was quite quite good. The queue that we had to do, it's not pushing or doing so many people going around. Oh no, it was good. At Kedarnath, it was quite difficult getting through all these queues and so many people cheating in the queues. But there, it's good. It's in good order.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's true. Yeah, it's a fascinating place, actually.
Yeah, my younger daughter was only 7 at that time.
Right.
Yeah, so I just held her in front of me and tell her to root right in front of you when we'll be there, because the pujaris were just pulling us out of the queue. Yeah. So, but it's okay. I think when the pujari saw me with a kid, so he gave us few seconds more than the others, so we were able to have darshan. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I remember trying to take a photo here, and I think I did take a photo, but I don't know where I put it. But interesting. Yeah, interesting. Normally these.
And then and then the kund, the hot water kund.
Right.
Yeah, it was very hot, boiling type of water.
Yes, right. Yeah, I remember that. There, and also Yamunotri was really hot. I was shocked. Yeah.
Yamunotri, I have been there.
Ah, right.
We did a Kedarnath and Badrinath.
Right. Yeah. But yes, it's a fascinating place. Definitely worth a visit one time at least. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so we can stop there. Unless there's any questions or comments. Okay.
Prabhu, I want to say the temple. It looks so colorful.
Oh, it is.
Wonderful.
They really maintain it well. Yeah. They really maintain it well. It's magnificent. And I can just imagine the erosion that takes place because of the heat and the cold. But it is immaculate. Absolutely immaculate. Outside.
Have you finished, Mataji?
Yes, but
yeah. I mean, you described it looks so colorful. Just so wanted to mention something else also, like maybe this color is a good color that it stays same in all weather, because sometimes they go off if it's too heat or.
I think they do repaint it every year.
Or if it's repaint, then it stays same.
Yeah. I think they do that.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so
much. It is looking colorful, right? Says Mataji said, yeah. Beautiful. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna. So let's stop there. Badrinath ki jai, Ayodhya ki jai, Amarnath ki jai.